So the time zones all relate to an agreed minus point on place within our world map. So the prime meridian line, which is at 0 degrees latitude, is Greenwich, London, UK. So this is the line that would split. It's like an imaginary line that splits all the way down the middle down here. Okay, so you can see here that it's 0. As we start to work to the west of our map, we become in minus numbers. So this means that they are however many hours behind where we would be here in the UK. So anything within this zone here would be 1 hour behind us, they'd be 11 a.m. Anything that's 2 behind, then it gets to 3 hours behind, and so on before we get to countries within our world map that are 11 hours behind us. When we look at maps moving towards the east side of our map, they start to be hours ahead of us as we work through our time grid. So the colours along the keel on the bottom show you which of those specific countries, as you see, don't quite fit into pure exact lines, fit in with those time zones. Okay, so the time zone is referred to as Coordinated Universal Time, UTC, and we've done this in our geography topic before. Now we know that other time zones are usually increasing or decreasing by those hours. So for example, you can see different countries on here. Obviously this is where we are. This country here, right in the middle, is 1 hour ahead of us. Over here we're 8 hours ahead, and here they're 10 hours ahead. As we work to the west of our map, we've got 3 hours behind us, 5 hours behind us, and 8 hours behind us. Okay. So a location in China is of a universal time of 8+ hours. So when it's midday here in the UK, it would be 8 p.m. in China. Now, most of Greenland would be in a UTC of -3, so they would be 3 hours behind. So if it is 4 p.m. here in the UK, what time will it be in Greenland? Okay, so when it's 4 p.m. here, it would be 1 p.m. in most of Greenland at that point in time. Now, Japan is a UTC of +9, so here they would be 9 hours ahead of us. So what time will it be there when it's 9 a.m. here in the UK? Okay. So when it's 9 a.m. here, it would be 6 p.m. in Japan. So all we'd have to do is we would have to add 9 hours. So we'd have 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9 hours ahead would give us 6 p.m. So are you ready to now investigate some different time zones yourself? So I would like you to have a go at completing the worksheets that I have sent home to you. If you are stuck, go back and watch part of this video again to help you, okay? Once you have completed your task, come back to the video because I have a plenary task for you to do at the end. Okay, so Katie wants to send a video chat, or wants to have a video chat with her parents. Now the only problem is that she's in Perth, which is in Australia. Now her parents are here in London in the UK. So Perth is 8 hours ahead of London because they are in a different time zone. So obviously because they are part of the east side of our map, they are going to be 8 hours ahead of us. So with Perth being 8 hours ahead, when it's 12 o'clock midnight in UK, it'll be 8 a.m. in Perth. Okay, so I would like you to have a sit and think. When would be a good time for Katie to call her parents so that it isn't the middle of the night for either location? So you will need to pick an appropriate time for us in the UK and add 8 hours to that to see whether that would be an appropriate time to then be contacting them in Perth. Okay. So any of the yellow times here would help make sure that it isn't too early or too late. So as you can see, there are multiple different times. If we were to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, we'd be starting off at 4 p.m. in the afternoon in Perth. So we have any time between 8 a.m. and 12 a.m. or 12 midday for us in the UK, because that would give them the opportunity between 6 and midnight, or 6 and 8 o'clock, sorry, in Perth to not be ringing them in the middle of the night. So well done if you managed to come up with any of those answers. Okay. That would be the end of our lesson for today. So as long as you completed the task and had a go at the plenary question, we will pick up this and have a look at our next science lesson next week. Okay?